I wanted to wish everybody happy holidays and happy new year. For today's clip, I wanted to share with you a little bit about our second year musical show and also about hand washing, which I know sounds silly and commonsensical, but apparently I was washing my hands in a wrong way where I wasn't getting much of the germs out, and I felt that probably in speaking with a lot of my family and friends, they weren't really washing their hands in the right way, and because it's flu season, I thought maybe I'd share that with you. And then lastly, a little bit about how to cheer yourselves up for the upcoming year in terms of how to improve your mood. Again, commonsensical stuff, but things that just when I was sharing with my family and friends, they were like, oh, that's really interesting. So hopefully you'll find it kind of helpful. But going first to the second year musical show, it is it's been this tradition. So I'm in my second year of medical school training, and every year, the second year class, they student write, produce, act, dance, sing. Even the pit orchestra is student run, and it's kind of this celebration of making fun of ourselves, our professors, our classes, and this grand hurrah before we go back to our books and study for the next 3 months to prepare for the boards. And then after we go for the boards, we go straight into the hospital, and all of a sudden next year it will become even more intense than this year by a lot. And so this is our sort of our last chance to really bond as a class before graduation. And so I thought I would share with you a little bit about that. And my part was actually pretty small. I just had a salsa rated part. But a lot of our classmates, I was so impressed, and it was just a really joyous experience to watch everybody have a lot of fun, and hopefully hopefully you'll find it positive. Going on to washing hands, it's kind of an abrupt jump, but I thought I would try to sneak in something helpful that you could use for next year, which is, so one of the things, everybody knows that washing your hands gets rid of the germs, but I was surprised how long you have to scrub your hands for. So what you got to do is you got to put the soap on your hands, and then you have to scrub. Make sure you get your fingernails and the in between your fingers and just kind of scrub. And you have to do this for about 30 seconds. So if you try to do this with me right now, I think you'll realize that 30 seconds is a longer time than we probably typically scrub, right? And then the other thing is, after you do this, you have to rinse under the water for 30 more seconds. And they've actually done clinical studies looking at how many germs you get rid of, and you have to go about 30 seconds each, or else you don't really get rid of your germs. And if you don't do so, as you know, with the flu season, all these colds going around, it's really easy to get a cold. And if you can't do that, if you're pressed for time, there are hand sanitizers that are alcohol based, like Purell and Calstat. And what it is the alcohol breaks down the bacterial cell walls, and it can get rid of a lot of the germs that way. But if you have dirt on your hands, you still need water and soap, good old soap and water. But if you're pressed for time and you need to get rid of the germs quickly, that is a way, it's a safe way. It won't increase antibiotic resistance. So you're not going to build up superbugs in your home or your kitchen if you use Purell. But soap and water, if you have clean water or clean soap, that will get rid of all the dirt in addition to the germs. So again, sorry if it sounds commonsensical, but I hope it was something that when I was sharing with my friends and family, they didn't really know that, and I didn't know that, so hopefully that was kind of helpful. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was happiness. Just kind of wanted to share a couple random things that we learned in Introduction to Psychiatry class, and I'm sure you know that happiness, it's a fluctuating mood state, so love and attention, these things are more constant, but in terms of happiness, sometimes it goes up and down and up and down. But there are certain things that you can do to help improve your mood, and I thought, because it's the season of happy holidays and happy new year, I thought I would share with you a little bit about what I learned. And apparently there's a happiness questionnaire, and one of the questions is, what are the things you're grateful for? And it sounds very silly and cheesy, but if you do try to spend some time, 3 times or greater than 3 times a week, thinking about the things you're grateful for, and really seriously thinking about it, it does make your mood happier, and it does improve your happiness. And in terms of more concrete things, for those people who want more sort of specific, concrete, practical things to do, exercise really improves mood. I think, I'm not quite sure how commonsensical this is, but what surprised me was that there's actually a very scientific biochemical reason why exercise improves mood, and that is when you're depressed, your brain cells, they don't fire as well and they atrophy, and when you're anxious, the cortisol kind of burns out your brain cells. But when you exercise, your body produces brain-derived neurotropic factor, and what that does is it increases the growth rate of your brain cells, and in turn that helps you have a better, stable mood, happier mood. So in addition to all the things that our religions and our philosophies teach us to do to help us be happier people, to be more kind towards others, exercise is something that you might be able to incorporate in your regimen, not just to help you lose weight, keep fit, give you a healthy heart, but also to improve your mood for the new year. So thanks a lot for listening, and I hope you have, again, a happy holiday and a wonderful new year. Thanks a lot.